am probably operating on about an hour and a half of sleep. I'm sleeping in my sweats and not pajamas. I'm like ready to go and I don't take him out when he's crying. So I have to have him stop crying even for like 5 seconds before I'll take him out. I am not, because that is the worst thing you do, because then every time you put him in the crate, he will cry. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's been a long time and I have not been on YouTube for at least 2-3 weeks. And it is because of this little guy. Hello. His name is Bobo. And before you say anything, he is not my puppy, he's my children's puppy. He's a Bichon Frise puppy who is now, I think, 12 weeks old. So I've had him for about 2 weeks and 2 days, but it feels like I've had him for like a year. He had just plus or minus is sleeping through the night. I think she slept through the night about 3 nights during the last 2 weeks plus. Other than that, he was waking up almost every 2 hours to go to the bathroom. I am crate training him. I totally believe in crate training a puppy. It makes housebreaking much, much easier. One thing I want to say is that, so this video is about my first 24 hours and how I start the housebreaking process. If you're new to my channel, my name is Maggie and I do videos on luxury fashion, particular luxury bags, travel, and basically anything that's my favorite at the moment. And at the moment, this guy is taking all my attention. Right, Bobo? So again, as I said, this little guy is not mine. He is my children's. My children will be home at Thanksgiving, Christmas time. But this little guy became available and I picked him up for them and I'm starting the housebreaking process. Before I go on, I am not a dog trainer. I just love dogs and I have volunteered at a animal shelter for several years. But anyway, and one of the things that working at an animal shelter that you find is that a lot of times pets are given up because of behavioral issue, and I think housebreaking is one of the big things that sometimes the pets are given up for. But anyway, so I think this is really, really important. One thing I want to say is that having had trained several dogs through housebreaking process, I want to say for me, it's never worked out where my dog was housebroken in a week. Never. And if you are able to do that, good for you. I mean, more power to you. For me, it's taken weeks, sometimes months, sometimes a year. So when I say a year, it's not like, a year of peeing all over the place. No, it's a year of, I think his housebroken, and then there's an accident I find. So then I have to go back and be a little more vigilant and a little more restricting in in the space that they're allowed. But let me tell you how we first started. So I had to pick him up. He was about 2.5 hours away from my house. So I wanted to be able to start the training process early in the day. So I left my house really, really early so that I could be home in the latest at the early afternoon so that I would have the rest of the day to have him be used to our house. Before I picked him up, I set up our puppy pen, where his crate was located. I had everything ready before I even picked up the puppy. I also took my crate with me, which was really great because he was so tired when I picked him up from all that excitement that when I put him in the crate, he just fell asleep, which is a great way to first introduce him to crate because he was not crate trained. So crate training is not easy. One thing, if I could tell you one advice, is that never let them out when they're in midst of crying to get out of the crate. That is the worst time to get it out because if you get them out at that time, they'll whine and cry for a longer time period to let them out, and it's just a vicious cycle. So you want to let them out when they're quiet, even for 10 seconds. And that's when you let them out. And he's a great little puppy. He gets along really well with my Toki, and I will link my video of when I got Toki, and I have a video called Happy with Toki, and it's just fun to watch him play. And my Toki, who is a 10-month-old miniature poodle, red miniature poodle puppy, is, I think, housebroken. It's been a while since he had an accident. And this little guy obviously is not. So I take him out on a leash every time. I take him out first thing in the morning. Usually he wakes me up because, and he's on the first floor. I sleep on the second floor. Here's the other thing. If I know that he went to pee and poo and he still whines, I tell him to be quiet. I might tap the top of his crate, and I always have a cover on the front so that it feels like a den, and have him be quiet and have him settle. And it's important that they learn how to settle. And then, of course, in the middle of the night, they wake up. Then I go out and take him out, have him do his business, and put him right back in there and put the cover on. And the first 2 nights, I think I slept nearby him so that I can tell him to either be quiet or take him out to go to the bathroom because he was so little. My schedule usually is during the middle of the night, every 2 hours for a while. I think now he's sleeping about 5 hours through the night. As soon as he gets up, I take him out to go pee. And after pee, I walk around just a little more, just in case he has to go poo, maybe 10 minutes or so. If he poops, I bring him back in to the house, and I'm always using the same door, same place to go out and go pee and poop. I always say the word go potty whenever he has to pee. And as he's doing it, I don't say it too many times. When I think he's about to go potty is when I say go potty, go potty. And then I say, good potty, good boy, good, and then I praise him. I never give him treats because I don't want him to get it. I don't want to get in the habit of him having a dog pretending to pee or poo, especially pee, just to get a treat. So I feel like his reward is him feeling relieved after he's done his business. And then I use a different word to go poo. I say go poo. And again, I do it when I think he's gonna do it. They go back and forth, kind of frantically. And that's when I say the word go poo. And hopefully it'll stick. And I can eventually be able to say, one word and have him do it, and say the other word and have him do it. The other thing I wanna say is, even when your dog is completely housebroken, whenever you go to a new house, new building, new whatever, make sure they pee before you go into that new building. So for example, my Boomer, who I've done volunteer work and pet therapy work, and they're visiting nursing homes and hospitals, whenever I go visit new institution, I always make him go pee beforehand. So I'll go to the center way in advance so that it gives me time to sort of walk around the area, have him do his business before I even go into the building, so that it sort of reinforces, even at age 10 or 11 or 12, that you don't pee inside a strange building or inside of a house. That may not be the case with every dog, and you know your dog best, but I found that even my dogs that I thought was housebroken, sometimes if I take that for granted and go to a new building or new house, that sometimes they will make a mistake because they don't see that as their own. So what else? Okay, so first thing in the morning, I take him out, I have him play a little bit, and then maybe about 30 minutes or so, and then I feed him. And again, I'm keeping an eye on him. I feed him. And after feeding him, maybe about 5-10 minutes, I take him out again, and then I put him in the crate. He sleeps. As soon as he sleeps for like an hour, hour and a half, usually an hour, because I don't want him to cry. I want to take him out before he starts crying to get out of it. So I have him sleep for maybe about an hour. I take him out, go outside, go pee, come back in, have him play, go out. I mean, it's almost every hour or so during the daytime that he has to go out, that I take him out. Other than when he's in the crate, I have my eye on him at all times. I think that's it. I think what I'm gonna do is show you my first 24 hours of having him go potty. We've been riding for almost an hour and a half, and he go potty. He just will lie down in the. Come on, let's go potty, Bobo. Let's go potty, Bobo. Bobo, Bobo. Let's go potty. Here you go. I'm trying to feed him in the crate so he associates eating in the crate. There we go, Bobo. I know you're tired. He took a tiny little nap. Look at him eating. Go potty. Oh, you want to play? Go potty. Yes. Yes, did you potty? I can't tell. Good morning, Bobo. It's 5 in the morning, and it's been quite a rough night. I put him to bed around 9:45 after going to the bathroom. He woke up crying at 12:30. Yes, look at you. Look at you. I took him out, but when I took him out, I noticed that his wiener was a little bit wet, but I wasn't sure if it was excitement or not. But anyway, took him out, walked around for a bit. It's really hard to tell whether this little guy is peeing or not because the way he's got so much fur, and he's kind of longer in length than poodles. Anyway, after about 15 minutes of walking outside, I brought him back in, put him back in the crate, and I went upstairs and he started crying again. So I came down, sat next to him, told him to be quiet, and I tapped his crate once, a couple times, just light tap, and then he settled. He cried another like maybe 5 more minutes. And then he settled, and I stayed, instead of going upstairs, I stayed in the chair next to him for about an hour. And as I was staying there, I wasn't sure if I was smelling pee or not, but it kind of smelled like pee, but wasn't sure. After about an hour, about 1:30, 2 o'clock, I went upstairs because I couldn't sleep. Took a little cat nap. I woke up at 3:30, came down, got him out, and he peed. This time I know he peed. He was dry. Yeah, his wiener was dry when I took him out of the crate, but when I took him outside, he did pee because his wiener was wet again. And then before I put him back into his crate, I checked his towels and noticed that they were all kind of bunched up. Felt it, and it was wet. And that was probably the urine smell that I smelled like around 12:30-ish when I took him out. He probably peed, I don't know, in his crate maybe. And then I took him out and didn't realize he had already done his business. That's probably why he cried maybe. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, cleaned his crate, put a new towel, just a thin towel, so that it's not so cold. I know it's not much of a cushion, but I didn't want to give him a lot of cushion because I didn't want him to feel sort of plushy and just pee. I think that was how his breeder kept him. They had blankets, and he peed wherever. He's doing really well with crate training because I know he was not crate trained at the breeder. And so I put him back in after everything's been cleaned out at about 3:45, so another hour, 3:45, almost 4. And then now it's 5 o'clock, and he started to whimper, and I took him out before it became a big time cry. Potty. Goodness, what are you doing, mister? Oh no. No. We don't want to go near here. Okay. Yes, I see him. Okay, go back in. feel like he's gonna poo. Just maybe not. Yeah, I think he's gonna poo. Maybe not. I can't tell with this guy what he's doing. Yes, good poo. Good poo. That's good, solid poo. Yes. Yes, good boy. Good poo. Good poo. Okay, it's 6:07. We have gone out, peed, pooed, and then I let Toki out, who's my 9-month-old miniature poodle. And he's so much bigger, and he's got so much energy. Anyway, the two of them played, supervised play. And Toki went out and peed. I also took out Bobo, but I don't think he did anything. And then Toki is eating his food. Here, Bobo. Bobo, you go in. You don't want to eat? Okay. You want to drink water? Okay. So I fed the two of them. It's 6:15. And gave them water. It was a little challenging because they had to be in different areas, and Toki seems to really like Bobo's food. Toki finished his breakfast already, but I'm feeding Bobo in his crate so he gets used to, continues to love his crate more. So every meal is going to be given in his crate. There you go, baby. Yes. And also, when Toki gets a little too rambunctious, the crate is a really good place for him to be, Bobo to be. Anyway, I'm gonna have to take them out in about 5 minutes or so again, so that they can do their business now that they've eaten. Maybe about 15 minutes. I'm gonna watch them closely. Okay, so we have go potty at 6:30-ish, and he's eaten. He's drank some water, and I don't want him to make a mistake, so I'm bringing him out, and I have blocked off the exit for Toki so he can't get out. Go potty, Bobo. Go potty. Because I know Toki's gonna be go potty. Go potty. I think that's potty. Go good potty. Yes. Yes. I think that was potty. Okay, sweetie. You know what? We have to maybe take you to where you pooed before, huh? Okay, let's not get so explorative. Yesterday he had a little bit of diarrhea first day, but it was just that one time. Today was okay. This morning was okay. He pooed this morning, but he might have to poo again, so go poo. Bobo is playing. And I'm just keeping an eye on him like a hawk, because I know he peed about 20 minutes ago. I know he's got to poo because he ate that food. It's got to come out within the next 30 minutes or so, I'm thinking. And little Bobo, I'm going to try to make it so that you don't make any mistakes. That's the name of the game, prevent mistakes. 45, back out again to see if he would poo. And I know you have to do something. Okay, Bobo, go potty, go poo. Bobo, go poo. Bobo, go poo. Oh, he's gonna do something, I could tell. Go poo. Toki, not so much energy. Yes, that's okay now. All right, I think he's not gonna poo with Toki being here. This was a bad idea, but Toki needed to go poo too, so it's only me. I don't know what to do. Ah! Stop! You just tangled me. Okay. I have to hold on to his leash. does need to do something, huh? It looks like he does. Look at him running. That's usually what he does. Good potty. Good potty. Yes. I think he did, but I'm not so sure. He certainly is much more energetic today than yesterday when he came home. I think the combination of shots, his second set of shots, deworming medicine, being away from his sibling and his environment, and coming to this new household with a huge puppy there. And we made sure yesterday that Toki was totally exhausted in a sense, because we walked him in the park, he played fetch. So by the time we brought Bobo home, I was hoping that Toki's energy level would be down, but he got too excited still. He got very excited. But we did little short spurts of them playing. We don't just, and it's certainly always supervised. It's 7:30. I am out here again with Bobo. He kind of went into the crate, but again, I didn't want to create a negative feeling with crate, so I didn't put him in and force him to go to sleep or whatever. So I just kept the crate door open, and he was in and out. I was right there. But half an hour later, I am back out here again to see if he would poo or pee. Go potty. It's been 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and I feel like he has to do something. Good potty. Yes, good potty. I think he did, but I'm not. It looked like he did, the way he was standing. Not quite sure. Not 100% sure, but I'll have to check him. Maybe he'll poo now. I don't want you to make a mistake in your crate. If you didn't do that pee in your crate last night, I would be much more relaxed about putting you in the crate, because I'd be assured that you wouldn't be pooing there. But I don't know. Yes. Hello. Time to get up. Okay, good. It's right now. What time? 9 o'clock. 9:06. Ooh, no jumping. Bobo go potty. Yes. I think he did something. It's been 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Let me check. Let me see. I can't tell. Let me see. Yeah, I think you did it. Yep. Wiener. The little fur around his wiener is wet. Yes, good boy. Now, can we go poo? Let's go poo. Come on, Bobo. Let's go poo. Oh, Toki came out again. And he hasn't pooed yet. We've been out here for about 10 minutes, I think. You're doing so well. Just greeted my mom and dad. Just came to see him and were saying how cute he is. So I was just holding on to him, and he was shaking. We're gonna have to really socialize him a lot. I'm gonna have him go to different members of our family. So I'm being handled. So he'll be much more socialized than he is now. His personality is just starting to come out after yesterday. No, don't eat that. Don't eat that, baby. Okay, I think that's it, huh? You wanna go back in? All right, I just have to watch you then. Ooh, that's good climbing. Hello. What is this? What's this? I'm out here in the yard again because we were playing, and then he started to circle a little bit, so I thought maybe he needed to go poo. I've been standing out here in the yard for a good 5 minutes now, and he is not pooing. He didn't pee, he didn't poo, so I'm thinking I need to just take him inside. Okay, that was a failure, huh? Yeah, but at least you didn't poo inside the house, so that's good. Okay. All right, let's go inside and let's play a little more and then take you out again. Okay? I know. Oh my goodness, you got your little... I know you're a little frisky, huh? Hello. Okay, I put him in the crate because I thought he was tired. and he started crying, and I told him to be quiet very firmly. And when he didn't stop, I tapped the top of his crate, and he was quiet for about, I would say about 30 seconds. And I came in. I also closed the towel so it looks like a den. I came in, I let him out when he was quiet, and then now I'm gonna play a little game where I'm just gonna toss this inside the crate. Come on. There it is. And this one too. Go on. And this one too. This one. There you go. You want to go in and get it? That is pretty big for you, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to tell you to go in, and I'm not going to close the door. I'm just going to, so you get used to just hanging out there. This is what I need to do today. Throughout the day, I'm going to do this, where he's just going to go in, and unless he's absolutely exhausted, I think I made a little mistake in just trying to put him when I thought he was exhausted, but he wasn't. He still wanted to play. So I want him to go in and out. I'm gonna keep the door open. So here, you want some treats? Yeah, treats. There you go. I'm gonna give you treats in there, toys in there. When he's not inside the crate and he is supervised by me, I'd like to have a little leash. Now, normally if he has a run of the house, I would have a leash with the ends cut off where there's no loop. But because he is in the little pen, I have the leash on so that I can take him out anytime. Like right now, I think he needs to go out again. And it is 10:24, so I've been in for maybe about half an hour. I'm gonna try again. You ready? You ready? No, I was gonna call him Toki. Bobo, go potty. It's 10:30, and he's running a little bit, so maybe he has to poo. You know he has to poo sometime this morning because he ate. He ate a lot. Go poo. Okay, he's having his lunch. It's 12:25. He slept from 11 to 11:45, and then played. I didn't take him out. He was on one of our laps. So he went out about half an hour later after he woke up, but we made sure that he was on somebody's lap and that he wasn't going to make a mistake inside the house. So went outside for about 10 minutes and he peed. He did not poo. Came in. Now he's having his lunch. Okay. And after this, I'll have him play for a little bit, drink some water, and then I'll take him out again, just in case. And there is Toki. He's just watching Bobo eat. He just went into his crate at 1:30. He didn't poo. All right. That's 24 hours, I think, by the time he wakes up. I'll take him out again. So that's it. We're still going through the housebreaking process, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope you find this helpful. And those of you who've done this with your dogs, if you have any caveat, if you have any advice, please put it in the description box below, and hopefully we can all help each other. There are a lot of families who's adopted a new puppy or new dog to their family. So any kind of advice that we can give each other, I think would be helpful. So anyway, I hope you like this video. If you do like it, please consider subscribing, clicking the bell notification, and what? Bell notification and what? Yeah. Bell notification and thumbs up. All right.